and away in this feature event as the runners jostle for position, and very quickly moving in there. Martin Mashford, of course, has quickly moved himself in, and we'll get to let the runners sort themselves out. One of the Essendon boys is up there very close. Marin Tally is well placed as they go down the back straight, and there is not much between first to last at this stage. They should be almost stepping on each other's heels. The taller figure of the St Stephen's runner in the middle of the pack there, Kevin Craig, is in that field.
Yeah, I know.
So I'll try and pick them up as they come in, but it's Martin Mashford of Melbourne University, I think, is still in front there as they disappear behind that hedge. So coming into the straight now. Matt Russ on the inside is running comfortably. Russ, Mashford, and Brenton Rowe coming through on the outside of them. So they settle themselves down. It's not Mass Russ, it's the other Knox athlete there. We'll pick him up in a moment. So it's Appleby. So Brenton Rowe now has put some spice into the race, has gone to the front. So Brenton Rowe, Nick Whiteman is settling in there, is comfortably behind him. So as they go down the back straight, and Brenton Rowe has really picked up the pace now. They've got to start earning their keep out there. And Whiteman, Mashford, and Appleby and Russ, the two Knox boys, are still well placed there. Mitch Brown now starting to make a move around the outside of that group. So Brenton Rowe loves to lead these races and is settling himself well. Depends on how much the 800 took out of him. Good distance runner, he'll be working pretty hard. So Brenton Rowe leads them into the straight from Deakin. Mashford in the Melbourne University colours. And Nick Whiteman very, very well placed at the moment. So Rowe, Whiteman right on his heel. Mashford to the outside of the Mitch Brown coming around the outside of that field. And then we have Appleby and Russ. Potter in next place, Dean Tromp coming around the outside. Marin Tally, we've got Craigie. Brown is, Brenton Rowe is running really well. His teammate, Nick Whiteman, just in behind him. Mashford's still well placed there. So again, Brenton Rowe. Mashford is starting to move into second place, just passing Whiteman at the moment. Comfortably running there is Appleby in next place. Mitch Brown just ahead of him. Russ is stuck in behind them. And Marin Tally in that middle of that pack there as well. So Brenton Rowe coming up to the crucial stage of this race now. There'll be one lap after this. So Brenton Rowe pushing the pace along. So Rowe, Whiteman still beautifully placed. Mashford running a good race to the outside of them. Looks like Potter's making a good run here. People trying to make their moves now. So they come down. It looks like Russ is now making a move as well. So it's Rowe, Russ, Whiteman, and then Mashford, Appleby, Mitch Brown, Marin Tally, Craigie, Potter. So Brenton Rowe now really pushing it very, very hard. Rowe, Appleby. 312 at the bell as they go down the back straight. Brenton Rowe running beautifully here. They're really making it work. Mashford has come back at them again. And Appleby, they're really going down the back. Matt Russ is running a good race here as well. Two Knox guys. So Mitch Brown is just behind them. A little gap opening up there. Brenton Rowe still holds the lead. Mashford is right behind him. 150 to go. It's Brenton Rowe. Is he going to have two wins? Here he comes down towards the home turn. Mashford still beautifully placed. They come into the home turn. Rowe is sprinting hard. Mashford making a go at him. Mitch Brown coming around the outside of them. Rowe is pushing hard. Rowe and Mashford. Rowe and Mashford. It's Brenton Rowe. And Brenton Rowe's going to do this again. Brenton Rowe, Mashford, Brown coming through next is Appleby. Followed them by Russ. Marin Tally coming through. We've got the Box Silver runner there. Dale followed them by Nick Whiteman. Followed by Potter. Followed by Tromp. And then we've got Craigie and the St Stephen's runners coming in, and it's Ben Buckingham.
Congratulations, Brenton Rowe. That's your second mile title.
Yeah, the last one was a few years back now, and I went on to a season I ran about 4:07 to win it, and went on and ran 3:59.9 in New Zealand later that season. So had a pretty successful season that year, but today was a bit slower and a bit more tactical, but I did the 800 beforehand, so that was understandable.
The first lap tonight was obviously a bit slow. That played into your hands?
Yeah, both events. Yeah, definitely the mile. I'm not sure what it was, maybe 66 or 7th through the 400. So yeah, it was quite slow, which I didn't mind after the 800, which was probably a negative split in the 800 as well. So they both went out slow, but just got boxed in at the start in the mile, and started in lane 1 and boxed in. So moved around after about 300 and managed to get to the lead and pick it up from there.
So at the bell, what were you thinking?
Just to keep pushing, just keep winding it up. I sort of tried to from 600 out, and there was a few guys on my shoulder, and probably wasn't till the last 100 metres that I felt safe and couldn't hear anyone breathing down my neck. So I was pretty confident.
There was some pretty good money on Mashford. It's his home track, and he has been improving. Did you know much about him? No, I didn't. I saw Nick Whiteman was on my shoulder at one point, but I wasn't aware of who he was really. But he had a good run.